Hello friends, and welcome to TurtleQueenGaming, and back to If My Heart Had Wings. I didn't have time to record yesterday, or earlier today, so we're going to do an hour-long episode again. I'm sorry. For those who may have missed it or don't remember, after my day hiatus, Asa's lovely sister sent her a nice panty shot after she stole her panties and showed off her underwear to everyone, which is, I find hilarious. She's a little more, immature than what she likes to portray in front of other people. You can definitely tell she acts like a 14-year-old or whatever, kid, little girl, with her sister. Just with her sister. But still affected by this incident, we managed to finish cleaning in half a day. Good for us! Music. Pardon me. It's quite tidy now, isn't it? Yeah! Looks like we'd be able to sleep here if we had sleeping bags. We can't just throw things away, so it's still quite jumbled, but cleaner than before. What's the matter, Elsa? Come on! Cheer up, Asa! If you're worried about your panties, I'll help you choose some better ones! That's not it. Well, I am worried about them. I'm a bit sad that I always saw my panties. I mean, yeah. I might not be able to become a bride now. What? Is that a thing? What? Really? Anyway, there's too much hassle to get involved with, so I pretend not to hear as I put down the photo frame. This should be okay here. I put the photo frame on the desk, which stands at about waist height. I brought this from the dormitory along with the vacuum cleaner. That's okay, isn't it? You can see it from anywhere in the room. Yeah, I like it. I think it's like Amani is always watching us. We can't let our past selves or Amani... What, let down? Yeah, let down. I missed that word. These are the feelings we've had up until now. On that day, one thing ended, but it was also the start of something new. Asa seems a bit down when she came over to take a look at the picture of all of us. She was the only one not there. Let's all take one together. Huh? A commemorative photo. Once our glider flies. Okay. Yeah. Not just once it's flown. Let's take photos regularly. As a record of our activities. Yeah, that sounds good. Something we can leave behind for our successors, so they can see what kind of things we did. Successors? This is a club, isn't it? We'll leave it behind for generations to come. I see, I hadn't thought of that. What? Even though we have a new member? In the same way that we inherited the glider from Amani, I thought we'd leave something behind for the ones who are looking up at the clouds with the same feelings that we had. Maybe it's still too early to be thinking about that. Well, you guys are going to graduate in 2 years. But it was fun to think about that kind of future. Oh, pardon me. I'm sorry. Why the thief? I won't ignore you ever again. Now do you know how it feels to have something important taken from you? Yes. If this makes you mad, then you should be kinder to your little sister. More importantly, I learned of the embarrassment of having a boy look at my panties. A boy? That photo? Emily and the others were with me. The one of me wearing them? Yes. You should think before you do. Yes, the one of you wearing them. I always saw my panties. I love how she's not worried about her sister at all. She deserved all of that. Since moving our base of operations to the secret base on Windmill Hill, our club activities were getting more serious. Until now, we'd been working underground, and we couldn't achieve anything that stood out much, so now it was our chance to work. The first thing for us to do was to work on the repairs to the damaged aircraft. Use the brush to push the air out of the glass mat and paint the resin over it. Like this? You're putting too much. Do it little by little. This much? It's still too much. If the FRP has a high ratio of resin, the strength is reduced. So about this much? That's not enough. Oh, it's difficult. In the corner of the dock, Katori is teaching Asa the process of making things from FRP. In the same way as 1 year ago, when Ageha taught Katori, they were making a dish from FRP. Yes, like that. Now try to do it as quickly as you can. As quickly as I can? Oh! Oh! You split it! It's spilling out! It's spilling out! Oh no! What should I do? Asa knocked over a bucket filled with resin. Hey, what are you doing? We can't use this anymore. I'm sorry. Asa seemed disheartened as she apologizes. However, Ageha doesn't go easy on her. Do you understand? We only have a limited amount of materials. If we don't have enough, we can't make the glider, can we? It's good to learn the technique step by step, but we have to be careful with the materials and tools. Okay. It felt like Ageha was saying, if you understand, then that's alright. Then she came back over towards me. Ageha and I were repairing the damaged parts of the aircraft. FRP repairs are carried out in the much the same way as when joining the parts had been built separately. We attached the gloss mat to the back of the damaged part, spread the resin, and to laminate it. Once it's dry, we sand it and paint it again. And then it's finished. It's pretty easy. The problem is that we reinforce the damaged areas. When we reinforce the damaged areas, the FRP becomes thicker, which increases the weight. Of course, it's a problem if it becomes heavy, but in the case of the glider, the balance of the aircraft might also get messed up. Are these the only places damaged on the right wing? Yeah, next is the body. Alright, let's get this finished today. These are the cracks that we haven't been able to fix for a year. We wanted to do it so we'd be able to fly again soon. Sheesh, I messed up again. Also let out a sigh as she cleaned up the resin that she had spilt. It was spilt on the floor, so it can't be used again due to the impurities being mixed with it. But because they are using it to make a dish as practice, it can still be used for that. As Ageha said, there's a limit to our materials, so when we run out, we don't have the funds to be able to replenish them easily. Push out the air here and here. What is it, Katori? Nothing much. I just remembered something. There was a time when I did the same thing you're doing now. Katori relaxed, closing her eyes, and started to tell the story about something. The way she looked at was like a great actress looking back on half her lifetime. Whatever I did, it didn't go well, and I was worried that I was just slowing everyone down. But the ones who changed me were my irreplaceable friends. Irreplaceable friends? Yes! Because of my bond with those friends, I was able to change. That face. That's enough! I can't take anymore! Ageha threw down the brush she was using to spread the resin. I can't tell that I'm listening to you telling those stories with such a serious look on your face. Look at this! It's freaking me out so much I'm getting goosebumps! Next to her, I held onto my stomach as I broke into a fit of laughter. What is this? Don't make me laugh, I can't hold my hand still. I was being serious! I can't take it. Watch out, Asa. Sometimes she makes a really serious face and says some hilarious things. Was that a joke just now? It's not a joke! Katori started throwing things at us in anger. Ow, sorry, I'm just kidding. Ouch! Hey, you're gonna hit the glider! You idiots! Don't you have any sense of tact, you morons? Go to hell! Sorry, I'm sorry. Well, I'm happy you feel that way, though. It's just that you need to have a sense of the time and the place and the occasion. Isn't that right, Ageha? Yeah, I'm happy, but just don't say things like that while we're doing serious work. See this? My hand is shaking and now it's bent. That's not my fault. You've only got yourselves to blame. Not knowing if we were joking or serious, Asa couldn't keep up with it and just watched us. All of you are really close, aren't you? There's nothing good about that. You heard them just now, right? I'm the one who believed in friendship. We were just teasing you, that's all. We love you, Kotori. Our friendship will last forever. I'm breaking off our friendship, you idiots. Oh no, she's really sulking now. If we leave it like this, it'll drag on for another week. I'll buy you an ice cream later. Haagen-Dazs strawberry, okay? She turns her back to us as we tried the softly approach to appease her, and goes back to teaching Asa about FRP. It's coming along nicely. So something like this can become like that big glider? That's right! Wow. To see it flying on the wings that you built yourself, it's the best feeling. A fire was burning in Asa's eyes. I'll give it my all. Yeah, that's the spirit. The repairs to the glider were soon completed. There were only cracks in a few places, and the repair work itself was quite easy. After that, we carried out a spot check of the whole aircraft and didn't find any problems. With that, we'd reached a point where if we decided to fly, we'd be able to, but... It's time to start the big remodeling project! As Akatori, our leader's signal, Ageha laid out the designs. Asa stared at the detailed diagram. This is amazing. Did you draw this too? No way. This was drawn by Amane. Amane? Oh, the one in the photo? Yes, because Amane's a genius, the real thing. Kotori intentionally said it in a way that Yoru, sipping instant coffee while sitting on a chair at the back of the room, would be able to hear. Before, Yoru had stolen something important from Asa, and maybe she felt gratified by that, so now she sometimes comes here with Asa. Yoru didn't seem to be concerned as she ignored Kotori. Just like a cat who, with a nonchalant expression, decides to take a nap even when a dog is barking at her. The teachers and some of the students have been making a fuss over her, saying she's a genius, but I've never seen her claim that herself. What kind of person is Amane? She's on the borderline between a natural-born fool and a genius. On the borderline of a natural-born fool? She really is strange. She has no idea of just how great she is, it seems. She either has a complete lack of objectivity, or the way her brain is wired is just different from normal people. She would often say, that's because I'm stupid. Really? She seems very kind. I think rather than saying she's kind, I'd say she's more like a kid. That's why she needed so much taking care of. She looks very pretty, she's tall, has a good figure, and is a very feminine girl. But her eyes are like a little kid's, and it was like she was looking at the world through a prism. There was a mysterious feeling about her. These designs were made by Amane for her best friend. Best friend? Yes, our predecessor. Or so she should be, but the truth is, we don't know what sort of person she is. She's called Isuka, and she, along with Mani, revived the soaring club but after that, she suddenly left school. Isuka. Asa? Oh. No, I just thought it was an unusual name. Is that why you're going to make this? That's one reason, but that's not all. The mysterious clouds that you saw, we told you before how that's what we were aiming for, didn't we? We've spoken many times about this last flight I took with Amane. We've been thinking about several reasons why we failed at that time. There are basically 3 problems. I explained them simply so that Asa would understand. The first is the lack of lift. The glider we have now is extremely well balanced, and because of all the flights we performed, we made adjustments in the way it's been built. That's to say, it's an all-rounder. On the other hand, it doesn't specialize in any particular area, which might count as a negative point, since it's been built for a specific purpose. The thing we need is wings that will allow us to fly high. When there aren't many upward drafts, we have to reach the high altitude as quickly as we can, so we need wings adapted for that. The next thing we need is piloting skills. We realize that it takes a lot of skill to do upward drafts in the limited amount of time we have to reach the morning glory. That's why I traveled to the airfield. It took proper pilot training and then a few days ago finally got my pilot's license. Last of all is the flight plan. When the morning glory appears, completely different weather patterns to normal occur over Kazagura. This affects where the upward drafts will occur and what kind they'll be and how high they'll be able to lift the glider. Also, the winds we should ride. For that, we need to put together a plan. So that's how it is. Do you understand so far? Yep. She gives a strong reply, but doesn't really look like she understands. Not much we can do about that. She's a new member who hasn't even had any test flights yet. To put it simply, we're going to make the wings that can get a lot of lift and make it fly a lot higher. That's what these plans are for! Hermione must have foreseen this when she drew these plans. However, there was no way she could have made them by herself. We would be the ones to build this glider. That almost seemed like an illusion. Well then, let's get to work on it right away! We head to the dock, and the first thing we do is make the new wings. The same way as before, it starts with us making the shape from styrofoam. We already have experience doing this, so we can get to work without delay. So this is how you make it. Don't you stand there acting all impressed, come and help! Okay. This heat cutter is used to cut the styrofoam. Here, try it. She's teaching Asa how to do it properly. Slowly, slowly. That's it! Like that! Carefully! What happened? Hold it! Where do you think you're cutting? Aoi, come and hold it down here. Sure. It's so spacious, so it's easy to work here. Yeah, it's a little hot though. There's no air conditioning in the dock. We were able to use the electric fan we brought to help keep us cool. While dripping with sweat, we could become immersed in the work. Look at you, sweating like that. With such desperation on your faces, everyone's so hardworking. I don't understand it. Yoru, who was leaning against the wall, turned to leave the dock. Yoru, are you leaving? I'm just going to buy something to drink. It's so hot in here, I feel like I'm going to die. Sis, do you need anything? Yeah, soda. How about the rest of you? Uh-huh. Oh. Oolong tea, please. Can I have a cola? Me too. Soda, oolong tea, and 2 colas. With a straight face, Yoru left the dock. We looked at each other curiously, but we didn't really say anything and went back to work. That was really nice of her, though. There was still something we needed to do as part of the safe execution of the glider improvement project. That was... oh yeah, we have to fix up the field. Cutting the grass on the runway. We gathered some people to help with the work on a midsummer Saturday afternoon, under the blazing hot sun. I was just wondering why we haven't actually approached on getting our club status redone, then I realized it's summer. About halfway through the work, Katori and I went to greet the landowner at their home. It's so hot, I'm going to melt, Yoru! So why don't you come over here and take a break? It's cool in the shade. There's juice too. No, I'm okay. Come on, Asa, do your best. If we don't, we won't be able to fly. Yes. I pushed Katori's wheelchair back to where the others, covered in sweat, were working. Welcome back. Welcome back, you two. What's up? Asked Asa, looking at Katori's gloomy expression. I'm sorry, everyone. Everyone was puzzled by Katori coming back with her head lowered in apology. What is it? Did something happen? We can't use the runway anymore. Why not? Ageha, who was now even more puzzled, looked at me, who had accompanied Katori. It's as Katori says. They said we can't use it. The landowner is an old member of the soaring club, and last year they had willingly let us use the runway. But this year we can't use it. The truth is, Katori told everyone the situation. That the person knew that the Soaring Club had lost its status. The school had requested that they not allow former members of the Soaring Club to use the runway. The one who contacted them was Mr. Tobioka. This guy's an asshat. Because it doesn't count as club activities, if any problems occur, they couldn't be held responsible. That's why they can't let us use it even if they wanted to. It's a natural decision. It wasn't their fault after all, and they apologized over and over. Just how far will that guy go to stand in our way? He probably realizes that we are carrying on our activities in secret. He must already know that it was us who took the glider from the storeroom. I'm sorry. It's my fault. It's because of my body being like this. We're being extra cautious with me. What? That's got nothing to do with it. Hold it. Why do you think that? Katori was acutely aware of something in the landowner's reaction. There certainly was an element of that. If something were to happen to someone disabled like Katori, it's possible it would become an even bigger problem. Although the landowner didn't actually say anything like that, it seems that Mr. Tobioka had made that implication. He used her disability to get his way. They didn't say it directly, but it seems that the school had said something like that to him. What the hell? That's so low! However, that's not the reason. The reason that they refused is because the Soaring Club is being treated as having been shut down. So, does that mean we can't fly? We don't have a runway, so there's nothing we can do. That's... Asa looked sadly at her hands that were covered in dirt from pulling up weeds. Why don't you look for another place? It's no good. There are only a limited number of places that are flat enough to have reached, or to have enough space. What a bunch of idiots. Yoru, who was sitting in the shade listening to our conversation, spoke like she was irritated. Katori glared angrily at her. You're going to give up just because of something like that? You were so motivated until just now. What's that supposed to mean? This has nothing to do with you. Yes, it does. We're letting you use that place, and you're involved and you've involved my sister too, in all this too. Well, if that's all you've got, you should just give up right now. Yoru, stop it. I'm telling the truth, that's all. There's nothing mistaken in what Yoru is saying. If we get depressed and give up because of something like this, it would have been better if we had not even started in the first place. That's why no one has anything to say back to her. We won't give up, isn't that right, Katori? Yeah, of course. Just as things were starting to go well, we were hit with a big counterpunch which left us reeling. But we're not ones to lose heart at this sort of thing. But what are we going to do? To search for another place? No, there's no need to do that. It's simple. All we have to do is be accepted as a club. That's what we were aiming for originally. There's no reason for us to be depressed, is there? Oh, I see. Katori nods enthusiastically. This kind of thing doesn't present any sort of obstacle to us. We'll show that, old man. This isn't the first time Mr. Tobioka has been angry with us. The test flight will have to be postponed a little longer, though. Everyone... He'll pay for trying to make a fool out of me. It would appear that we need to speed things up when it comes to the restoration of the club, so that we can return to the sky as soon as possible. Yeah, that's what. Can we do that during the summer, or do we have to wait till summer? I don't know what summer is. Again, not well versed in the Japanese school year. Ow, my finger. Asa had become a member, so one of Akari's conditions had been met, which meant we were two left to fulfill. Yeah, sure. The lack of a teacher to act as advisor and the lack of qualified personnel. The advisor is someone who has the qualifications that would fulfill both at the same time, but that would be just too good to be true. I'm sorry, I understand how you feel, but I'm already advisor to the drama club. But you're not suited for drama! Yeah, she's right. Alright, pipe down. Now, I'm a Keifu Academy teacher, but I really wanted to be involved in the arts. The arts are great, you know. You guys should stop making gliders and join the drama club. No way! I refuse. I must say, I'm a little hurt. The teacher left hurt, and we all slashed forward dejected. By the way, that was our homeroom teacher. Let him be involved in the drama club. Surely there's a teacher that's not an overseer of a club. It's no good after all. This isn't going very well. All of the teachers are already involved with the club, said Asa as she looked at the list. That is a list of teachers at Keifu Academy that Age had made. It has information on their homeroom class club, or clubs to which they are advisor, and whether or not they are on Mr. Tobioka's side. Today, using that list, we've been going around and asking all the teachers who seem like they might cooperate with us. But you did really well to get all this information. Don't underestimate my intelligent network. All we've got left is Mr. Yamanobe. And there's no way. We can't ask him. Even more of his hair will go white. Poor guy. If that happens, he's in danger of his new wife divorcing him. Oh no! Our advisor last year, Mr. Yamanobe, is young, but he's married. It seems his wife is a slender and pretty woman, but seeing her husband, who she'd only just married, aging right before her eyes, she screamed, "This shouldn't be happening, apparently." Well, you should help stop the stress. I guess I can understand how she feels. She'll just have to accept it then. You can't just decide something like that. Yeah, don't you feel sorry for her? His wife is said to be very beautiful, you know. So what are we gonna do? Well, let's think of another way. Even more of his hair will turn white. It's after school. We're taking a day off from club activities. The materials we ordered still haven't arrived, so we've stopped working. Which is why, for the first time in a while, we've got nothing to do after school. Ageha, you don't have any club activities today, do you? Let's stop by somewhere on the way home. Sorry, there's something I need to do. Ageha refused the invitation of the girls in the class and came over to me. Hey, Aoi, you're free now, aren't you? Come shopping with me. Where do you want to go? To the underground shopping arcade at Winding. Katori goes past us as we're talking. Katori, what are you up to? Me? I'm gonna go stop by the secret base on the way back. Huh? Why's that? There's a little something I want to do. I see. I wonder what Asa's up to. We've told her that we're taking a day off, so perhaps she's gone somewhere to hang out with Yoru. Hey, Aoi, come with me. What should I do? Ah. Well, I'm pretty sure we're, save. There's the save button. I'm pretty sure we're trying to go with Katori's route, so I'm going to go with Katori. I'm going to go to the secret base, too. I see. Yeah, had a bored-sounding tone to her voice as she said, "See you tomorrow," and left the classroom. Okay, let's go to Katori. Yeah! Was that really alright for you to turn down Ageha's invitation? What do you mean? Well... Aoi, do you have something you need to do at the secret base? Well, not really. Since Katori's going, I thought I'd go with her. Even if I did go with Ageha, I'd only end up carrying her bags for her. You were about to say something just then. What was it? No, nothing really. We spoke on our way out of the school gate. Aoi! Hello, Aoi! A group of first grade girls called out to me. Almost immediately, they had surrounded me. Hello? Are you leaving now? Do you have club activities now? Yeah, well, I guess so. It seems that they are Asa's friends. It seems like Asa was proudly talking in her classroom about how she joined the soaring club, which is fine, but it looks like her friends have become interested in it. It's strange that their interest isn't in the glider, but rather in me. Now they're coming to greet me and ask all kinds of questions. Asa's clumsy. Does that cause you any inconvenience? That's not true. Asa's trying really hard. There's nothing really wrong with this, but I'm not used to it, so I feel kind of uncomfortable. With a fake smile on her face, Katori watches me from outside the circle. Hey, Aoi, I'm going on ahead. Wait. You're so cool, and you're tall as well. Asa said you're really kind, too. Now, you girls, stop it. Oh, did she know? No, I mean, hey, Kotori! Kotori had made a face and that said she couldn't stay with me and had already gone off ahead. So the first years think I'm a cute older student. That's nice. Opening the metal door and going inside, there was Kotori working alone on the huge dock. Can't believe you left me a lot behind. More importantly, I couldn't believe watching you with the stupid expression on your face. She wasn't as angry as I thought she'd be, but she was still a little blunt. Come here. I brought you some ice cream. It's Haagen-Dazs strawberry flavored. Kotori glared at me from a distance. Then she pushed her wheelchair towards me. Here you go. Thanks. We sat in the corner of the dock eating ice cream. I think you have to eat ice cream in a hot place. Where we are now couldn't be any hotter. Hey, Aoi. Yeah? When people eat ice cream, it puts them in a better mood, don't you think? With the plastic spoon still in her mouth, she gives me a sideways look. I don't think so. Well, whatever. It tastes good. I guess that's her perspective on it, but it looks like she's accepted this as a form of apology. What were you doing? Maintaining the tools. After that, I was going to do some cleaning. You came here all by yourself to do that? Kotori nods while eating her Haagen-Dazs. We could do all that tomorrow, together. If we did it all together, I'd just be a burden. Kotori seems a bit sullen as she speaks. I reflect on having said something that didn't need to be said. Kotori's in a wheelchair, so whether she's working, cleaning, or whatever it may be, she can't do it in the same way as everyone else. No one thinks of her as a burden, but I guess there is a difference in the amount of work she can do. Kotori's worried about that, and everyone else seems to be aware of that. When we do something, everyone is always looking out for me. I realize that. I don't like it. It makes me sad. Yeah, we can't completely avoid looking out for her. The reason we do that is because she's important to us. But I can understand why that makes things tough for her. When I got injured, I had to quit the cycle racing club. Having my friends look out for me sometimes made me happy, but sometimes it was tough. Kotori usually doesn't show that she sometimes finds that tough. She can be cheerful at times, and at others, she makes selfish requests like it's no big deal. The fact that she can say that what she really thinks around us is relief to us. It's really pitiful, you know? Even though I'm the leader, I caused problems with that thing at the runway. I think you know this, but no one except you worries about it. Yeah. Oh, don't cry! Tears appear in Kotori's eyes. Don't start crying all of a sudden. Come on, you'll spoil the ice cream that I went to the effort of buying you. Okay. Oh no, she's hanging her head even more now. I don't know what's triggered this, but she's gone into faint-hearted mode. I put my hand on her head, the same as always, and start stroking it. There's nothing to cry about, is there? I'm not crying. It's sweat. Kotori starts sniffling. This year, Kotori had been working really hard as leader of the Soaring Society. She doesn't have the same level of expert knowledge or techniques as a Geha, and she can't be a pilot like me either. It looks like there's nothing that only Kotori can do. Well, she motivates everyone. She also is very good at the whole, I'm going to say what I think. And so, like, dealing with Mr. Tobioka is she's probably the best one, because everyone wants to go all, you know, political on it. But in the past, like the time that we found out that Amani would be leaving, whenever there's a difficult situation, Kotori is always the one who says, I want to do it like this, and expresses herself in the strongest of all of us. Kotori has a straightforward nature, like a child, and she's like a compass, showing us the direction in which we should be heading. Hey, your ice cream's gonna melt. Yeah. Kotori slowly ate her ice cream while crying. She looked like a child who'd become timid after being scolded by her mother. It was kind of cute. What is it? It's nothing. Come on, eat up. I couldn't help myself looking at her crying, and without thinking, I blushed while trying to cover it up. I think everyone knows how hard she's trying. She's disabled, so even something like pushing her wheelchair all the way to the secret base by herself is really tough. But to Katori, it's perfectly natural. But she is also worried about not being able to move around like everyone else. She has an unusually strong sense of responsibility, so she's concerned about inconveniencing other people. However, originally, the girl known as Katori Habane was just a regular girl. She looks cute, and her grades and general sporting abilities were probably better than most people, but that's about it. Also, she's easily moved to tears. She's a little self-conscious, and when she tries too hard, she sometimes cries. When did it start? I guess from the time I persuaded her not to quit school. It's been my duty to comfort her. It seems like she only cries in front of me. Maybe that's what she needs. I think that when she cries, she can let out all the things she's been bottling up. There, you're trying ever so hard, Katori. You're trying ever so hard. Jeez, don't make fun of me, alright? While still crying, she gives me a punch in the side. It doesn't really hurt, though. I stroke her head and hug her gently. Sorry, but this is kind of embarrassing. As I speak honestly to her, Katori pushes her forehead into my chest, then cries without making a sound. While holding Katori's head, one part of me wants her to stop crying, but another part of me wanted her to stay like this for a little longer. Thank you. I feel better now, said Katori, moving her forehead away from me. She pours the totally melted ice cream into her mouth as though it were juice. Anytime you need to borrow my chest, you let me know. I won't charge you any rental fees. I said jokingly, then... Of course! Because in return, you get to stroke the head of a beautiful girl and gently hug her. I'd say those are the perks of the job, wouldn't you? You can't say things like that about yourself, you know. Alright, you can go now. So now that you've stopped crying, my work here is done. Why don't you go and hang out with all those first grade girls from before? After she says that, she goes back to work. Oh, is this what they call jealousy? Whoa, that's dangerous! A spanner came flying at me. Damn, I missed. What the hell are you doing? What would you have done if that had hit me? Why on earth would I be jealous? What are you, stupid? But it sounded like you were jealous to me. Stop throwing things at me! This time, it's a screwdriver and a pair of nippers that came flying. Please just go already. You're stopping me from working. She said while clutching a power drill. Sensing danger, I do as she says. Alright, I'm off now, but if you need anything, you can reach me on my cell. Also, let me know when you're going to leave, and I'll come get you. There's no need. No. Once it gets dark, I can't let you go back all by yourself. Make sure you call me, okay? As I emphasize my point, I open the metal doors and leave the dock. Don't even think of me as a girl. That's not true. He thinks of you as a girl. You're just friends. Like, not in the friend zone kind of way, but he feels more comfortable with you because you're a friend. I went back to my room and sat down on the bed. I've got nothing to do. Having no club activities made me realize just how long a day can be. I take out my cell from my pocket, and at some point I got a text. For a moment, I thought, is it from Amane? And then I hurriedly opened the message, but it's from Anshan? I was a little disappointed, but while apologizing on the inside to Anshan, I read the text. Have you met Amane yet? Huh? She was having a meeting at our factory. She said she might go over to Flying Fish Manor. Amane's coming? The time that the text was sent was 2 hours ago. Kanako! What is it? Did Amane come by? Senior Mochizuki? No, she hasn't. Yuka! Has Senior Mochizuki been around? I don't think we've had any visitors today. Thank you. As I say my thanks, I go dashing out of the dormitory. She didn't go to Flying Fish Manor? When I called Anshan, he went through the trouble of coming round in his truck. I got in and we drove around the station, but we saw no sign of Mane. I tried to call her, but she didn't answer, so maybe she had already gotten on the train. Sorry, I should have called you instead of sending a text. I didn't think that you guys would leave I didn't think she would leave without going to see you guys. It looks like she had gone to Anshan's factory to order some parts. There was no one else she could ask for such complex parts. When she went to leave, Anshan asked her, are you going to go see those guys? And she answered, that's what I'm planning to do. However, she's quite fickle, so maybe she just changed her mind. I had already told Katori and Nageha about it. They were both happy that Amane was coming to Kazagura, and when they found out that she had left without seeing them, they said, "I can't believe it, Amane, you idiots!" Oh no, what a shame, I wanted to see her. And so on, expressing their regret. There will be one more meeting before we deliver the parts. I'll let you know before then. Okay, thanks, An-chan. I'll take you back to the dormitory. No, you're just fine. I've got some shopping to do for dinner anyway. Sure, okay, see you next time. Yeah, thanks, An-chan. As An-chan's light truck drove away, I stood there dazed. It was true that I had got to do some shopping, but I didn't feel like doing it right away. I wanted to see Amane. That feeling had suddenly become much stronger. Would I be downhearted when she finds out that the soaring club isn't doing so well? Or do I want her to praise us for working so hard? I'm thirsty. I went to the convenience store to buy, in front of me to buy some juice. Then I wandered about the area. This was to ease my feelings about not knowing what to do. I'll go shopping once I've calmed down. While I was wandering around, before I knew it, I found myself at the runway. A few days ago, we came here to cut the grass, so it looks quite tidy, but before that it was overgrown with weeds. Between those weeds were lines where the soil was exposed. These were marks from where the wheels of the glider had ran over so many times. Usually a glider is launched in the oncoming wind. However, because it was complicated to move the winch, which had been positioned there to face the wind, we always launched it in the same direction. I stood in the middle of the huge wide runway and gazed towards the winch. Memories of the acceleration of being pulled by the tow rope, then floating into the sky, came flooding back to me. As I looked up, I see the bright blue sky and a towering thunderhead. I envision riding on the wind in a glider. I want to fly in our glider. I've been traveling to the airfield for the purpose of training, but flying in the glider that we made is totally different. The wind that blows over Kazagura is not the same as there. Huh? I saw someone next to the winch. Their outline was kind of blurry because it was wavering in the hot air, so I couldn't see so well, but... What are you doing? The cover of the winch was open and they were taking a look inside. Was it some sort of prank or were they trying to steal parts? Anyway, I can't just leave this alone. As I dashed over to them, the person closed the cover and then noticed me. When there were about 300 meters between us, our eyes met. The next moment, the person began to wave their hands. Then they started jumping up and down. Could it be? Hey, is that you, Aoi? Amane? I was already running and I shouted out in surprise. Amane! It is you, Aoi. What are you doing here? The first thing that I asked was a question like that. I was aware of the fact that the first thing I said after finally meeting again sounded like I was kind of angry. I thought I would check and make sure the winch hadn't broken again. It looks like it's been carefully maintained. I didn't find any problems. Of course! Oh, I see. Yes, that's right. You guys are different to me. You always keep everything in order. No, I didn't mean that. What are you doing in a place like this? I just said, I'm checking the winch. No, not that. Why didn't you say anything to us, then come out to a place like this? You could have contacted us. Oh yeah. But I thought you would have forgotten about me by now. What? You goober. Said the person who's been obsessed with one person who disappeared forever ago. How could we forget you? Aren't we always texting you? Oh, you're right. Those kind of texts get mixed in with work requests and demands from clients, so I often don't notice them. I sometimes mistakenly put them all in the trash folder together. I heard from An-chan that you were coming, but you still didn't contact us, so sorry. I thought it might inconvenience you if I suddenly said that I was coming. So why not contact us before you come? That might also inconvenience you. I thought that you had forgotten about me. I just told you. That was all I said, as my voice changed to a huge sigh. Common sense doesn't really work on her. This is Amane Machizuki we're talking about here. I'm sorry, Aoi. No, I'm the one who should be sorry. But I've been calling you on your cell phone over and over. You didn't notice that either? Oh, I left my cell phone back at the laboratory. Why? That thing is so noisy. Every day, they call to ask how the work is coming along. I don't think that cell phones and text messages are useful. I think they're evil things that confine us to people. Or that confine people. Sheesh, really? I hang my head in dismay. What happened to all my impatience and desperation that I had until just now? How have you been? Yeah, pretty good. Kotori and Ageha, too. I see, that's good. How about you, Amane? I'm alright. Everyone always says she's the same as always. For some reason, Amane posts out her chest proudly. The same as always, huh? I was relieved to hear that. Not just that she's doing okay. I thought that her being the same as always meant that she hadn't changed since the time we spent together in the garage. Amane's not a student anymore. She's part of the working world now. Which means that she's now an adult, so she lives in a different world to us. It looks like you've been maintaining the winch, but there are no signs that it's been used recently. Are you not flying? That's right. After the demolition of the garage, I sent her a text briefly summarizing the recent events. If she hadn't accidentally deleted it all with all her work emails, she would know about that. But most of it was good news, and so I didn't really write about the bad stuff. She's already left the school, so I didn't want to make her worried about it. I explained what had actually been going on. So that's what happened. I'm sorry, it's my fault that this has caused so many problems for everyone. It's not your fault, Amane. It's nobody's fault, really, except for Mr. Tobioka. If I had to say, it was Mr. Tobioka's fault, but he might have his own reasons. He's a butt. Is it like, was Asuka his daughter or something? Like, was he related to her? I don't know. He's a butt. Oh, my eyeball. The truth is the soaring club garage was in the way of the student dormitory being built. It's hardly ever a fair compromise when it comes to the needs of adults and the needs of kids. Today, the cloud conditions are good, and there's a strong airflow, so I thought that if I came here I might be able to see you flying. But you haven't been able to fly since that day. Amane's expression darkens, perhaps because she feels responsible. Oh yeah, do you have time after this? I'll call Ageha and Kotori, so please come to our place for something to eat. I'll introduce us to our newest member, too. Aoi's cooking. Amane wipes away the saliva that she had unknowingly let dribble out of her mouth. I would really, really love to do that, but I have to go now. I've got work to do when I get back. Oh, really? Sorry. It's okay. If you contacted us sooner... As I mumbled angrily, Amane seemed hurt as she held her hands to her chest. I'm sorry. Please, think about it. Of course, we want to see you, you know? Yeah, I understand. The answer is in a childish way, so I couldn't help laughing at how funny it was. Well then, I better get going. By train? I'll go with you part of the way. I have to go shopping anyway. Okay, that would be nice. So that's how I had a surprise reunion with Amane. She better call us before she comes back. Kotori's jealous. What? You met Amane? Yeah, after that we went to the runway to meet, or I went to the runway and met her by chance. Why didn't you call us? Well, Amane had to leave. That's so unfair that only you got to meet her. Yeah, I'm sorry, but it really was only for a short time. It looks like she'll be coming back soon, so I told her to come by and see us then. Aw, I wanted to meet Amane too. Sorry. I feel like I'm not really to blame here, but I apologize anyway. I know exactly how Kotori feels. She's coming again, isn't she? When is she coming? 3 days from now. I can meet Amane 3 days from now. A big smile spreads across Kotori's face. She hardly ever replies to my text, so I'm gonna give her a huge piece of my mind. Don't go too far. Amane will probably become really downhearted if you do that. Damn you, Amane! I'll show you! Goober. Oh, for heaven's sake. You met Amane? Yeah, after that, we went to the runway and met her by chance. Why didn't you call us? Well, Amane had to leave. It's so unfair that only you got to meet her. Why are you giving the exact same response as Kotori? At school, I told Ageha the exact same thing I told Kotori the day before, and she gave exactly the same response. There was a strong sense of unity in the soaring club. She's coming the day after tomorrow. Seriously? When you say she's coming, where would that be? Where? I think she's gonna come and eat at Flying Fish Manor. Amane was drooling too. Then we'd be able to see those eating techniques of hers again that ruin the effects of her good looks. We might as well show her the secret base. That's what I was gonna say! I want to show Amane what we've been doing in the club. Yeah, I agree. We all thought so subconsciously. The thing that Amane left behind and the thing that we had inherited from her, and also how much we'd grown. We wanted her to see us as we are now. Hey, I have a suggestion. What's that? The truth is, I told everyone the idea that had occurred to me the night before. We're gonna have a party? Party! 3 days later, as promised, Amane Machizuki came to Kazagura. Amane! Hey everybody, how have you been? Yeah, we're doing great, right everyone? Yeah, she's right. So Hat's been doing well too? In the afternoon, after finishing her work at Anchan's factory, she came around to Flying Fish Manor. How have you been, Amane? Pretty good. I see. Hey, could you lean forward for a moment? Like this? Why did you reply to my text? Pop! Right down the line where Amane's hair is parted, Victoria gave her a great big karate chop. Whoa, what are you doing? Katori, you idiot! What'll you do if something happens to Amane's precious brain cells? I'll leave it at that for today. You're so mean, Katori. Amane rubs the top of her head where it had been chopped, with tears in her eyes. Seeing those mannerisms makes me feel sorry for her. That's Amane. She's even more strange than I thought she'd be. But she's so pretty, isn't she? She's tall and seems kind, too. They say there's a fine line between a genius and something else. But I'd say she's closer to being something else. Hey, we've heard everything you've been saying, including Amane. Well, even if she did hear, Amane doesn't seem to have noticed. I'll introduce you. This is Asa, the newest member of the club. Oh, this girl? Not me. Asa blushed and hid behind Yoru. Asa, introduce yourself properly. This is the great predecessor, Amane Machizuki. After being chopped on the head, it's hard to think of her as her great predecessor, but Asa seems really humble in front of her. She really is a good girl. Nice to meet you. I'm Asa Kazuto. I'm Amane Machizuki. Nice to meet you, Asa. Thank you. Asa is really excited by Amane being so friendly towards her all of a sudden and giving her a handshake. Because Katori had told her so many times about how great Amane is, it seemed that Asa believed every word of it. Who's this? I'm just some person who isn't in the club. Don't mind me. Okay, got it. Sarcasm doesn't work on Amane. She just took it at face value and seemed like she wasn't worried about it at all. Okay, let's eat right away. I'm so hungry. Huh? What are you talking about, Amane? I came here to eat Aoi's cooking. You came here to meet us, didn't you? Well, yes, that too. She said it like she was meeting us while on her way to get dinner. Here's something we want to show you. Oh, really? Okay, let's do that after dinner. No, before dinner. Aoi, don't you have a bean jam bun or something? I gave her bread, that I had bought, thinking I would eat it for lunch, but had forgotten about. Here, eat this to keep your hunger at bay. Oh, wow, a green tea jam bun. Come on, let's go. It's been a while since I came here, said Amane as we climbed the gentle sloping path of Windmill Hill. We flew over here many times on our test flights, didn't we? Flying over here felt good, so it was a regular course we were testing. Next year, a windmill that I designed is going to be built here. Really? Amane nods. The ideas came from the things I learned about aerodynamics from constructing the glider, and I tried to make the new designs of a windmill. A few experimental models will be built here. They're making new windmills? For some reason, Asa's eyes sparkled as she joins the conversation. Yeah, next year. I drew the designs during my spare time at work, but one of the other members of the staff found them. Before I realized it had been decided they would actually be made. Because of that, the number of calls and emails and requests had been increasing, she mutters. She's still a natural-born klutz, or should I say genius. While thinking about the windmill that Amane has designed, we arrived at our destination. Here it is, Amane. Wow. Come on in! Well, we'll leave the big reveal for Amane for tomorrow. I don't know. I'm really, stretch. Pardon me and my stretching. I'm really enjoying this game. Luckily, I think we're getting down to more and more. Obviously, we reached, the 4th decision? Where I'm going to try to be as nice as Katori as possible. With my luck, it'll probably be like, you're supposed to completely ignore Katori until, like, this one specific point. But I don't know, because you can usually tell what paths you're supposed to take, like, because they're pretty laid out. Like, you pick this girl, this girl, this girl. Boom. Keep going on this path. You know, but I don't know. Anywho, I guess we'll worry about that in the next episode. So until then, peace out, y'all.